Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor, welcome to another beginner Hungarian lesson. Today we're continuing our journey in conjugating regular verbs in their indefinite form. If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, I highly suggest checking it out, because today we're expanding on the information you can find in that video. Today we're going to talk about some regular verbs that get a connecting sound when it comes to certain pronouns. So some of the suffixes will be a tiny bit different than in the previous video. Let's see today's suffixes. Én, ok, ek, ök, same as before. However, when it comes to te, instead of a simple s sound, the suffixes will be as or s. Third person singular still doesn't have any suffixes, that's where we'll find our verb stems. Mi, unk, and ünk, nothing changes here. The suffixes of ti, however, are otok, etek, and ötök. And finally, the suffixes of ők are anak, enek. So there are 3 pronouns where today's verbs will change their suffixes. Te, ti, and ők. Let's see which verbs get conjugated in this way. In general, if the infinitive form of the verb ends with ani or any, then you'll conjugate the verbs according to these suffixes. But I can give you some more details, and for this we have to look at the verb stems. So, if the verb stem in third person singular ends with it, then you use the aforementioned suffixes. If the verb stem ends in 2 different consonants, you use these suffixes. And sometimes, if the verb stem ends with a double consonant, you use these suffixes. Let's see a few examples. To teach in Hungarian is tanítani. Tanítani. As you can see, it ends with ani, you drop that, and you're left with tanít, which is our verb stem, and it means he, she, it teaches. Let's conjugate it further. Én tanítok. Én tanítok. I teach. Te tanítasz. Te tanítasz. You teach. Ő tanít. Mi tanítunk. Mi tanítunk. We teach. Ti tanítotok. Ti tanítotok. You teach. Ők tanítanak. Ők tanítanak. They teach. To build in Hungarian is építeni. Építeni. This time it ends with any. You drop that and you're left with épít, which means he, she, it builds. And that's our verb stem. The other forms look like this. Én építek. Én építek. I build. Te építesz. Te építesz. You build. Ő épít. Mi építünk. Mi építünk. We build. Ti építetek. Ti építetek. You build. Ők építenek. Ők építenek. They build. And please keep in mind that these can all be translated into present continuous in English, depending on the context. Okay, let's see 2 verbs where the verb stem ends in 2 different consonants. To paint in Hungarian is festeni. Festeni. Once again, ends with any. You drop that and you're left with fest, which means he, she, it paints. As you can see, it ends in 2 different consonants. The rest is as follows. Én festek. Én festek. I paint. Te festesz. Te festesz. You paint. Ő fest. Mi festünk. Mi festünk. We paint. Ti festetek. Ti festetek. You paint. Ők festenek. Ők festenek. They paint. To send in Hungarian is küldeni. Küldeni. Again, drop the any from the end and you get küld. He, she, it sends. The rest is as follows. Én küldök. Én küldök. I send. Te küldesz. Te küldesz. You send. Ő küld. Mi küldünk. Mi küldünk. We send. Ti küldötök. Ti küldötök. You send. Strangely enough, küldtök also works. Sometimes this happens when the verb stem ends with a D. Unfortunately, not all the time. And finally, ők küldenek. Ők küldenek. They send. And finally, let's see a verb that stem ends in a double consonant. It's also an important verb to know. To hear in Hungarian is hallani. Hallani. Again, drop the ani and you get hall. Hall. He, she, it hears. But we say the same thing when we say he, she, it can hear. So all of the following can be translated as either one hears or one can hear. Én hallok. Én hallok. I hear or I can hear. Allow me not to use both translations all the way, just know that it can mean both things. Te hallasz. Te hallasz. You hear. It's written with a single S, but pronounced with a double S. Hallasz. Hallasz. Ő hall. Mi hallunk. Mi hallunk. We hear. Ti hallotok. Ti hallotok. You hear. Ők hallanak. Ők hallanak. They hear. So to summarize this, if the infinitive form of the verb ends with ani or any, you're gonna have to conjugate the verb according to the suffixes we learned today. And if you think we're done with the indefinite conjugation of verbs, you're very wrong. We've still got a lot to talk about. But that's a topic for another video. Thank you for studying with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe. And if you feel like supporting the channel even more, my PayPal information is in the description. See you in the next lesson. Sziasztok! A viszontlátásra!